to send the ball.
Here's Wembanyama. Barnes with it. The wide open look here for Fox. No good from outside. Outside Durant. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep three. Kicks it out to LeBron. There's the triple. They get it again. Curry against Fox. Goes up again. Not going to go that time.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Can't hit from in close. Fox is gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three ball is good.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
To the paint. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Curry kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. KD, that's for 2. Nice shot from the wing.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Curry against Fox. Keeps it alive. LeBron grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. James in the post. Defended by Wembanyama. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to James. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. Rebound, San Antonio.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The West All-Stars with the ball. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Curry, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
For the West. Edwards, he's checked in for Jokic. Jackson comes in for LeBron. Williams, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden subbed in for Stephen Curry. Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
In the first 2 minutes.
From deep, Harden connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Spurs trail by 4. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Here's Paul.
14 foul.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Pass to Champagnie.
West All-Stars foul. Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. Over Wembanyama. Edwards passes to Harden. Jackson from long range. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Champagny. Kicks it out to Paul. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Paul. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And that'll tie this game up.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
There's Jackson with the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And for a big man, Jackson has a sound jump shot. Perfect for the modern NBA.
Paul against Harden. Paul goes in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And here's the West with the ball. Harden inside the three-point line. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Here's Wembanyama. Count it, good. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the West. Edwards finds Harden. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointers off the mark. Now, Sohan. And that one released in time, but no good. In a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the West All-Stars. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at center. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks. Now here's Edwards. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Durant for three. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama. Hand-to-hand combat inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Castle. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Curry with the three. Good work defensively by Fox.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Wembanyama, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Wembanyama. Durant way outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Vassell. Unloads from 13. West All-Stars with the rebound. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket by Curry.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some confidence.
Checked in for San Antonio. Then for the West All-Stars, Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Davis, and it's Jaren Jackson in for Edwards. Here's Castle, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
The West leading by 7. Passes to Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Durant. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Durant. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Sohan.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Wembanyama passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Spurs.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Curry. 8 points for him. Over Fox. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Takes the 3. Good. Curry so dangerous in transition.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. The rebound by the Spurs. Sohan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barnes. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. From deep three-point territory. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Down low. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Curry. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the West All-Stars. Fox, the bounce pass. Lets it go from 14. Vassell, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Stolen by Jackson. Pass break. Here comes the West. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss. Here's San Antonio. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And the basket by Jackson.
Assisted, Stephen Curry.
Fox against Curry. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Curry from deep three-point land. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so we conclude the first half.
The first half of the score. Spurs 31. The West All-Stars 39. Your Spurs, you nasty.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Curry has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron James is out there with Jokic. And it's Durant, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Bucket is good. That's now 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Outside, Fox. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Wembanyama against Jokic. And good that time. Jokic has got his first 2 points.
The ball handling skills of Jokic are unreal. He's very tricky and unpredictable in that pick and roll.
Now, here's Vassell. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Durant, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. We saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Jaren Jackson's checked in for the West. James Harden comes in for Stephen Curry. Here's Jackson. Offensive rebound. From deep, Harden. Jokic passes to James. They shoot again. Jokic kicks to LeBron. From past the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Here's Fox. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Jackson finds Harden. And here's Edwards from the arc. Back to Harden. Outside Edwards. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Vassell. The West All-Stars pull it in. Now, here's Jokic. Launches from deep. And Jokic from way back there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
LeBron outside. Shoots. Jump shot is good. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight. Spurs trail by 10. San Antonio calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Williams, he's checked in for James. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sohan. Second chance shot. The shot missing. Good D by Harden. The West leading by 10. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the West All-Stars. Here's Sohan. From 10 feet out, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Good work there as it goes.
Assist from.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. The dish to Fox. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, erasing that shot attempt.
Jackson passes to Jokic. Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Jackson from long range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fox dishes to Johnson. The shot is good off the backboard. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fights for position there.
Wembanyama is checked in for Fox. The West All-Stars also changing it up. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for James Harden.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the West All-Stars.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Paul passes to Champagnie. Here's Wembanyama. And Davis pulls it down. The West leading by 12. From deep three-point land. Jokic kicks to Williams. And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Curry. The good-looking shot from the wing. And that's 17 points for Stephen Curry.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires away from outside. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. West All-Stars out in front, up by 12. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Johnson in at the 3. It's the San Antonio 5. Here's Davis. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good that time. Spurs trail by 10. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Castle. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wembanyama with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Lets it go from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The West leading by 10. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
The shot by Paul, no good. So it's the West now. And here is Curry. Takes a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Şengün's checked in for Wembanyama. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. Edwards, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And James Harden subbed in for Stephen Curry. And so here are the West All-Stars following the bucket by the Spurs. Off the key, Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Spurs trail by 11. To the middle, here's Barnes. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Barnes has gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. LeBron kicks to Harden. Hits it from three-point range. And the West leads by 12.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
The height of Wembanyama on the line. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And taken away by Paul. And here's Barnes for 3. The West grabs the miss. Edwards finds Harden. Outside Edwards. Over Castle. And there's Edwards on the assist by Harden. Edwards got his first bucket of the night.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor with shooting that jump.
Pass to Castle. Another one falls for San Antonio.
From Victor Wembanyama.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. James has a 2-pointer. Again, the West All-Stars.
As if the league didn't have enough to worry about with LeBron. He's just become a better and better jump shooter.
Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Şengün. LeBron with the block. They get it back. Here's Castle. The rebound by Harden.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
From deep, LeBron. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Barnes. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Durant just inside the line. Again, the West All-Stars.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Paul for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
It's tipped and stolen by Vassell. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
LeBron against Vassell. James looking it over. From deep, Harden. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, and the D, you got to get out on that, or Harden will make you pay.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 12. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Jokic kicks to James. KD dishes to Harden. Fox against Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Spurs ball.
Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Curry against Fox. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Vassell. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Here's Castle. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like...
Estoy demasiado veloz, no pueden verme. Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre en los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar, pero no suena igual. En mantenerse no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. It's the Portland Trailblazers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Avdia, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Now here's Bryant. From outside the arc, count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Portland with it. It's a 3-point game. Johnson against Sharp. That shot is off. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Outside O'Neal. Johnson passes to O'Neal. Fires from deep. First shot won't go. Here's Kamare. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Bryant. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. From the arc. And Bryant good for 3. Bryant's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Ayton, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. To the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Bryant. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Defended by Abdia. Outside O'Neal. 4 on the clock. A deep 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 4. Here's Sharp. Hits the target from 18 feet.
That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
O'Neal with it. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Shoots over Ayton. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Bryant. Lets it go from the wing. Launches it from deep. Oh, they get a hand on it. Portland trailing here. The drive by Simons. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have...